Soorya and the film Jai Bhim. Jai Bhim is an Indian Tamil film directed by Mr. T.J. Ganavel and produced by Mr. Soorya and Mrs. Jyotika Soorya under 2D Entertainment. Mr. Soorya is the lead actor. Hero Liji Mole, Manikantan, Rajisha Vijayan, Prakash Raj Rao, Rao Ramesh and others are in supporting roles. It is a legal drama film based on an incident that happened in the year 1993. Rajakannu, an Irula tribal, is killed in the police station and buried. Rajakannu's wife fights for her husband. The police says that Rajakannu had escaped from police custody. The case drags on for years before Rajakannu's custodial killers, the police, are brought to justice. The hero of the film, Mr. Soorya, acting as Chandru, the lawyer, fights for Mrs. Parvati's to get justice, and justice is had. The heroics of Mr. Chandru is in the film is extraordinary, unbelievably so. The film is well made. The plight of the Irula tribes is well portrayed. Soorya as Mr. Chandru, the lawyer, has performed very well. The film is touted as revolutionary and path-breaking by the Dravida laymen and Dravida politicians. This is absurd. The rub comes when it is touted as a true story. If they say that it is an imaginary story, it would be called a brilliant effort. The true story has been twisted by Mr. Soorya and film crew shamelessly. The international conversion mafia has goaded Mr. Soorya to twist the story to suit its nefarious designs. There are several lies blatantly told by the film crew. Mr. Soorya had never obtained prior permission from Mrs. Parvati Rajakannu. The rights of the true story was never obtained from Mrs. Parvati by Soorya. Mrs. Parvati was not paid even a rupee by Soorya. Parvati was not paid royalty also. After the filming of the script, she was not shown the film during preview. Mr. Soorya did not have even the basic courtesy, leave alone legal matters, to take her prior permission. He had exploited a poor, illiterate, hapless tribal woman to rake in crores, giving her peanuts. He had falsified the story to suit the international conversion mafia. No wonder protests erupted all over Tamil Nadu. The following are the falsehood perpetrated by Mr. Soorya and the film crew. 1. It is not Jai Bhim. Poi Bhim. False Bhim is the meaning of the term. 2. The story related to Kuravas, not Irulas. 3. The film was originally named Elivete. This is what Irula tribes do for earning the bread. That is, for eating they catch rats. For commercial reasons, it was rechristened as Jai Bhim. 4. Kanmani, the writer who had limited role of providing regional slant to the dialogue, returned rupees 50,000 as the true story was distorted beyond recognition to suit the nefarious designs of the international conversion mafia. Wanton distortions are numerous in the film. 5. Mrs. Parvati Rasakannu was portrayed as Sangani to suit Dravida Tamil distortion. Hindu Parvati was distorted to Sangani in a true story. 6. The police officer who had killed Rasakannu was Anthony Sami in real life. He was changed to Gurumurthy, portrayed as late Kaduvetti Guru, a veteran of PMK political party. A Christian murderer in real life, Mr. Anthony Sami is given a Hindu name to tarnish the fair name of Hindus and shield the real Christian culprit, Mr. Anthony Sami. This is how the true story is distorted. Shameless twisting of real story indeed. 7. A calendar showing Agni Kalasam, Agni pot, depicting 1 year community was behind the villain. Later it was changed as Lakshmi calendar. 8. In a true story, why was Anthony Swami named as Gurumurthy? Hindu calendar was depicted. Why? In true story, Anthony Swami, the real villain, could have been shown as Anthony Swami himself. Calendar of Jesus could have been shown. 9. Was not Agni Kalasam calendar printed now with evil motive? How could they get 1993 calendar now? 10. Mr. Chandru, the lawyer who turned a judge later in his career, is shown as a all-powerful superhero in the film. James Bond, 007, Superman, Spider-Man, all rolled into one. 11. In real life, Chandru had filed a habeas corpus petition on behalf of Mrs. Parvati. Nothing more. In fact, he had argued for or appeared for just 4 months. 12. Even for this, he was paid rupees 5,000 as ordered by the court. 13. The case was argued by Mr. Venkatram Iyer later. The judgment was delivered by Krishnamurthy Iyer. 14. Mrs. Parvati's case was pursued for more than 7 to 11 years by Mr. Govindan, a communist. Incidentally, he was 1 year. 15. Mr. Chandru, who did almost nothing in the case, is shown as great hero, while those who helped Parvati are neglected totally to suit the conversion mafia. 16. The custodial death or plain murder of Mr. Rasakannu was investigated to its finality by the Tamil Nadu Police CBCID and nothing by Chandru as shown in the film. 17. The judge in his judgments had applauded the state CBCID for their exemplary work in the case. Did not utter a single word about Chandru. Mr. Soorya raked in millions while the hapless tribal illiterate woman Mrs. Parvati got peanuts. The facts cited above are true to reality. Can anyone say no? Let Soorya or his minions challenge them. None can. Hindi film industry has seen several biopics, true stories. These were filmed after following due legal procedures. The persons were spoken to, rights were obtained in writing, royalty was paid. After filming, the persons were shown the preview of the film. Objectionable scenes were either deleted or modified. Everything went legally. None of these procedures were followed by Mr. Soorya. Totally illegal. He had really flouted all rules. Mrs. Parvati's prior permission was not obtained. No rights were received in writing. No royalty was paid. She was not even shown preview of the film. Soorya had breached all established norms, all legal norms. He made crores and Mrs. Parvati got peanuts. Ironically, Mr. Soorya is hailed as revolutionary, path breaker. Nothing could be farther from the truth. It would be interesting to learn how much real heroes got as royalty in Hindi biopics. Sachin Tendulkar got 40 crores, Kapil Dev 40 crores, Dhoni 40 crores, Pulan Devi 3 crores, Sanjay Dutt 10 crores, Sindhu 1 crore, Mithali Raj 1 crore, Saina Nehwal 50 lakhs, Mary Kom 25 lakhs, Tomar 15 lakhs, Lakshmi Agarwal the acid attack victim 13 lakhs, Mrs. Parvati got peanuts, Mr. Soorya the fake revolutionary had raked in several crores. Anyone talking about Mr. Soorya's duplicity is dubbed as Sangi. The court or any judge should take up the case on suo motu basis so that the hapless Mrs. Parvati gets justice which has been denied to her by Soorya. Mr. Soorya, who has flouted all legal norms and procedures so brazenly, must be penalized and made to pay a hefty fine, which shall be an object lesson to all such persons in future. The fine should at least be 100 crores and that should be given to Mrs. Parvati.